Physical fitness training exists because man, who aside from having a mind and a soul, is also a physical being. Man wants to physically develop through participation in various forms of bodily activity. Thus, training must be seen both an art and a science to bring an individual to a condition of being physically fit. Let us now consider the different training principles that will aid a training program to become truly beneficial in the achievement and maintenance of health-related fitness. We've already tackled about some of the different training principles, including individual differences, adaptation or use, overload, reversibility or disuse, and now we're going to tackle about progression, specificity, rest, and recovery. Progression is the principle that indicates the need to gradually increase overload to achieve optimal benefits. This means that there is a gradual increase in the training load, hence there is progress. The acronym FITT is an appropriate guide in helping an individual use the overload principle. FITT stands for frequency, intensity, time, and type, and is considered as a formula in achieving health, fitness, and wellness. Frequency answers the question of how often an individual should exercise in a week. For aerobic fitness, moderate exercise 5 days a week, intense cardio 3 days a week for health improvement, and 6 or more days a week for weight loss. For resistance training, 2 to 3 days a week with at least 1 to 2 days rest between sessions. Intensity answers the question of how hard the exercise should be. For aerobic fitness, achieve the target heart rate zone with varying intensities that would exercise the different energy systems. For resistance training, approximately 8 to 10 exercises, approximately 1 to 3 sets, approximately 8 to 16 repetitions. Time or duration answers the question of how long the exercise program is executed. 30 to 60 minutes, giving emphasis on intensity for aerobic fitness. For resistance training, total body workout may consume 1 hour, depends on the workout goal or the muscle or muscle group that you are targeting. Type answers the question of what type of activity to engage in. For aerobic fitness, any activity that is aerobic or is basically concerned about increasing the heart rate. For resistance training, any activity that makes use of exercise machines, free weights, bands, and body weights. Remember this. During the initial stage of a beginner's training, the individual should be given mild to moderately intense exercises, and by virtue of the principle of adaptation, the FITT formula may be increased to keep up with the improvement of the body. It is important to progress slowly with consideration and emphasis on the FITT formula to minimize occurrence of overuse injuries. Specificity, the principle that indicates a need for a specific type of exercise to improve each fitness component or fitness of a specific part of the body. For improvements in cardiovascular fitness to occur, the heart and the lungs must be specifically exercised through aerobic activities. Stretching exercises must be done to specifically improve flexibility. Lifting weights should be considered to improve muscular strength. Rest and recovery is the principle that indicates that it is important to allow time for recuperation after overload. Remember this, rest is needed within intense periods of activity. It is needed between training sessions, maybe 1 to 2 days.